I had to take like a deep breath there. Hold on, let me. Okay. Sorry for that bad intro. How's it going, everybody? I'm the Zaben, the Zaben here on Broadcast Zaben. Kinda tired. But you're probably wondering, like, well, why stream if you're tired? At the moment, I'm waiting for our boiler to do its job. So I can take a nice hot shower and get my night going. By the time we even get to sleep and we wake up and whatnot, it'll probably most likely be past the time when we normally live stream, which would be in a couple hours. But I'm just like exhausted. What the freak? Yeah, man. How you doing? How you doing? I'm like exhausted. But at the same time, again, like I have nothing to do. I don't feel like watching YouTube at the moment. I don't feel like watching any movies. Like I'm just like I don't know what to do with myself, and I just figured, hey, let's go ahead and let's just go live really late at night. At least for me, it's late at night. So if for some reason somebody comes in, they're another part of the world. It won't be late at night. Yeah, what a day. I mean, the whole time. All right, hear me out. We streamed early in the morning. I think I might have started at 5 a.m. and it was awesome. I loved the stream that we had. We were playing Minecraft. We had a bunch of people coming in and talking and chatting, and it was great. I think it was by far the best stream we've ever had on this channel ever. And then I was like, my eyes. As soon as the stream ended, I was like, my eyes kind of hurt. You let it play all night. I mean, yeah, I used to do the same thing. If we're gonna be completely honest. But then I noticed I'll end up watching videos, like a video I'll forget to watch, for example. Like, let's say somebody put something, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that, and then I forget to. It will just end up playing at night when I'm asleep, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't think we'll do that. So, but yeah, today was a little crazy. I mean, again, like I was trying to say, how is this shaped? Like this. Okay. Anywho, as I was trying to say, I mean, my hair is a mess. That's how you know how serious it is. My hair is a mess. No, but oh, it is a mess. But it all started like right. I want to say after we did our usual video for. Oh my God, what is it? We did our usual video for the Fortnite shops, the item shop thing, and I was like, okay, we did this. Get out of my room, right? It was like raining all day, so I get out of my room and just like, okay, what's going on in the world today? And I remember just my mom's like, look outside, look how much water there is. I'm like, huh? And then I look, and there's like a ton of water on the street, and I was like, oh no. Nobody was. And I hate this. Nobody does this except for like me and my own like grandmother, which is insane that she would go outside and do this. But it was fine this time, I guess, just because we needed to clear out two. What would you call it? The sewer drain, storm drain. I don't know what the hell you'd call it, but it was sucked. We had the neighbors coming out, like trying to clear out their own basements, right? Because they're getting flooded. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna keep, working this drain here so water from the street can go away and the basement stops flooding. And then, like out of nowhere, the people across the street just come out of nowhere, and they're like, "Hey," I think they were asking a couple things like, "Oh, the storm drain and whatnot. Like, can you clear it out?" And I was just kind of like, I don't want to talk with them. And my grandmother ended up going anyway, so I was like, okay, I guess I saved myself out of this situation. So she goes and talks with them, and they were dumb. And Oh, that's pretty good, man. That's not even that far. What's today? Oh, my phone's upside down. What's today? Today's the 18th, 1920. You got like 2 days, unless you want to count today as three, but that's not that far off, man. You're gonna get your Jigamowits pretty soon. See, I'm not really familiar. Why did I do it this way? This is just longer. But yeah, you're gonna get your thing pretty soon. That'd be cool. Keep me up to date on it. Why not? Just do always show up in the what is that called? Discord. Jeez, I don't know. I'm like losing my mind because I'm like tired. So the whole day from like we went from streaming to me like somehow just accidentally knocking out. I say accidentally knocked out because I was like, man, I'm a little tired. Not even tired. I was just like, oh, let me rest my eyes because my eyes were like bothering, and then boom, knocked out. Right? So I was like, all right, whatever. We did. What did I do? I think I played a little bit of Animal Crossing to keep up with, like what's going on with with my other families, right? And everything was just pretty normal, if we're gonna be honest. It didn't seem like the rain was that bad until I got out of my room and everybody was just like, look what happened. And then I'm just like, man, I don't want to deal with this. So I ended up getting my, what is this called? What do you call this? Headlamp? Is that what people call it? I don't know. But I ended up getting it and, turned it on and whatnot. And was just on the street working this gosh dang, sewer drain. And it sucked because it was taking so long to go down, but it was eventually going down. It just took so long. Hey, that's cool. Well, hopefully, well, is it a big yard? I feel like when you see like a yard just well cut, it's just like, it feels rewarding, So, if it is, I don't know, like, it doesn't look good, Planet Earth, how you doing, my guy? Realize I have my thing sideways. But how you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm like really tired. I'm waiting for my boiler to start up. It's taking a while. Oh no, it started up, but it's gonna take a while for it to boil off water and stuff, so we'll have to see where it goes. Jeez, massive yard. I'm not gonna lie, but I always feel like, well, I mean, you kind of already said it, or not said it, but that having a massive yard would be nice and awesome and everything, and you have a lot of liberty with it and freedom. But then, like, when it comes time to having to cut it, you're just kind of like, man, can I just get somebody else to do this? I'm pretty happy that where I live, we have like a small yard. It's not really anything huge. But even then, I'd still wish we had a big yard. Sweet, Planet Earth finally got his NFC reader. Or tag? Which one is it? Tag. I like read it and I already forgot. Oh no, I'm putting the wrong blocks. Oh man. Who would have thought being tired would like mess you up in Minecraft? Alright. Is there any predictions? Does anybody have a guess on how long it would take a boiler to just be ready? What's an NFC tag? So pretty much it's like a, how do you explain? It's like this, think of it like a wireless chip, like how your phone, I mean, I don't know if you have it or have ever done it, but like, how phones kind of have that thing where you tap it on the credit card thing and it scans and you pay off whatever the hell you're trying to buy. It's pretty much like that, except instead of using it for, a credit card machine or anything like that, it's used to read like a specific saved data, which is used in amiibos. I don't know if you're familiar with amiibos. You maybe are, but it uses NFC tags to transfer the stuff from, or whatever the hell your amiibo is supposed to be, to your game. So for example, they would program a Mario amiibo to have all the data and everything of Mario, so when you use it in like Smash Bros, you get to train a Mario amiibo that Mario could fight, and that would basically be your NFC. I mean, it kind of ties in more with amiibos. I'm pretty sure there's other things to it. You're not familiar with amiibos? Wow, I feel like amiibos are amazing. I love amiibos. But basically, Nintendo just created them as like a way for, I mean, make money, I guess. But Nintendo has it where you buy these little figurines. It has an NFC chip in it, or a tag, I guess. And it's just programmed so whenever people use it on their Switch, they know, like, oh, this is a Mario amiibo. And then depending whatever game it is, the game will recognize that specific tag and then give you a certain benefit out of it. So for example, again, Smash Brothers, if you were to play the fighting game and you use an amiibo, it'll be whatever you programmed the tag to be. So if you put Mario on it, it'll be Mario. If you do Luigi or Donkey Kong, it'll be those characters, which is pretty awesome. And what people do, which I'm pretty happy that Earth is doing, honestly, is you can buy your own tags, and you can go to like a website or something like that where they have all the data and stuff of these characters, and you could just write it on the tag yourself and then not even have to waste like $20. I mean, really, these things go from like $13 to like insane prices, like $50, sometimes $100. It's insane with the amount of how much an amiibo could cost. If there's no popularity to it, like for example, like the Animal Crossing ones, for the longest, were not very popular. You could buy those practically like $1 a piece if you went to like a gaming convention or something. It was insane. It was insanely cheap. But hey, I mean, I ain't complaining. I ended up buying mine $2.50 a piece, so I got pretty lucky on. I think. I was getting these Animal Crossing amiibos before everybody was freaking about the new Animal Crossing game. But what's really cool is, I mean, these tags are so thin that you're able to actually fit them inside of like a card. It's why they have like 500 different types of Animal Crossing cards. And then they used to be really cheap. If you go online right now and look up like Animal Crossing cards, these things go from like went from like $5 being really cheap, or maybe even $10, to going up to like 30 and even into the thousands. I've seen one specific amiibo card of some frog go for $1,000. 1,000. I don't know who, what, when, or how I, but 1,000. That's really all I can say. Like, it wasn't even like a good looking frog. I'd rather take my chances with, getting like a random pack. I mean, I don't know. I don't see too much of the hype. I just love amiibos. That's it. Like, if we're gonna be honest, that's all I like out of it. So this is gonna be interesting. How am I supposed to? Oh, okay. I see. We might modify this blueprint a little bit. I'm really hoping this boiler works fine. I should have put it on very hot and then changed it back to like B setting. I forgot how many degrees. Ugh. See, now I'm thinking too much about this boiler. But back to my story, because now I'm getting like distracted by everything. What do we have on ourselves? Okay. But yeah, that was like my whole day. It was just as soon as we finished up the kind of the whole story going on with the item shop with Fortnite, I was already immediately like sent outside to go ahead and like clear out these drains. Don't know how long it went. Our basement was flooded. Not too bad, but it was flooded. I figured we'll go ahead and go grab like this bucket, and I was going back and forth for I don't know how long, just using the bucket, throwing water out, and I was just like, man, I was practically like bummed out, for gonna be honest. I was like, man, I think it's like this. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how this works. So yeah, I'm like throwing water all over the place, trying to get it out of there. And And my grandmother's just like, the boiler's off, the light's not on, and this and that. And I was just like, man. So we just kind of like waited it out. I'm just like, because there's still a lot of water in there, but there was still like so much time we had to wait. So I was just like, man, I don't want to do that. Oh, never mind. I mean, hey, I mean that's fine, but if we're gonna be honest, amiibos are very recent. But other than that, I mean, it's completely fine. You don't really have to know too much about amiibos. Just know that amiibos are these things that you can buy in the store. It's pretty awesome. I mean, again, they give you like little benefits in games. If you're struggling a little bit in like Mario Odyssey, if you have a Mario Odyssey amiibo, they typically give you like more hearts and things like that. If you're struggling in Mario Odyssey, just even find moons. You can actually talk to somebody and they'll change the feature of amiibos and help you find. Oh, excuse me. It'll help you find moons. They give you coins. If you do it for like, what's that game called? Breath of the Wild. It'll give you like food and usually items that you can use. It's just pretty cool. Pay to win? No, far from it. Far from it. So you're not really using this to win. It's more just like an advantage. And even then, people who do have these amiibos aren't really typically using it as a way to win. Like I said, because when you play through Mario Odyssey, the main game itself is very short. It's insanely short. Like, I think you need to collect at most 20 moons a world, and you get moons really fast. I think, and the reasoning for that was because they wanted it where someone who may be having a busier lifestyle or something like that can get moons whenever they play and feel like they're accomplishing things. So, I mean, Mario Odyssey overall just feels like, it's one of those games that it just helps you out a bit. But amiibo use for something like having invincibility and whatnot, I believe, can only be used once a day, which is why it's not really like, hey, it's pay to win. It's like, not really. They limit you on how much you can use amiibos. So, like, for example, Breath of the Wild, you would typically need a lot of food options in order to even, heal. And, just using a random amiibo can grant you, like, random foods that you would have to end up mixing together. But you can't just keep using the same amiibo over and over and over. You would have to wait for, like, the next day to even get a little bit more food. Mario, you could be invincible, like, once or something, and then it's like, alright, you gotta wait for tomorrow. But you can use the amiibo to help you find moons. Like, it's just a helpful way of getting around certain situations. It's even the same way with Mega Man 11. If you have amiibos, you can use your amiibos to help you heal and replenish if, you're the person who doesn't really like to, waste all your bolts and whatnot on certain upgrades and, that kind of stuff. Or simply you just don't know how to find all the little items to pick up. So it's just a little way of helping you out. I mean, again, when you think about it, comparing it to like Smash Bros, it's like, how do you pay to win when you're just training your amiibo? But then their downside of that is it only saves one game data. So if you were to go to, what's it called? If you were to go to like Splatoon, the only purpose for having an amiibo in there is to save an outfit. It's stupid. I would have preferred like, oh, what if you use an amiibo and it unlocks like a new clothing style, which I think apparently they were supposed to do or something like that. But going back to my point, like if you use an amiibo, like you should unlock some type of clothing style, or maybe you unlock like a specific early upgrade or something, just to help you through like the story mode. Because if you play Splatoon, the highlight is really just the online play. But I think they shut servers down for Splatoon. I can't really remember. My memory's bad. But anywho, let's say you use the amiibo on that, you save an outfit. If you were to go to like Smash Bros, it'd be like, oh, you gotta delete everything on that amiibo, and then it'll replace with your Smash Bros data. It's really weird, but it's there. I don't know. Again, they weren't really made to be pay to win. It's more like, hey, have this awesome figurine, and then it has like a little bonus feature with it. I feel like that's the best way of saying of viewing them. Because if you want to be honest, I think if they were pay to win, they would definitely be bought. Well, technically they are kind of sold out sometimes, but they would be more in demand. Like when the amiibos first came out, they weren't really sought after, right? Like people would buy them and it would get off the shelves. And then after it started getting more popular, that's when those older ones ended up becoming like expensive. People would just, ugh, I hate it. Although recently I did find one for it was a combo. This guy was selling both Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong together for like $30, which I thought was actually a pretty fair deal, seeing how. Well, then again, you'd have to pay for shipping. Okay, maybe it's not too fair, but um, but fair enough, I guess. Because some people are insane. Like I saw Bayonetta going for like freaking I don't even know how long. If a guy named Logan comments on your video, please respond. He's lonely. I'm not going to respond. In fact, he's already been banned from the channel. So I'm sorry, Timothy, but he's not able to comment on these videos. That was the first thing I did. I mean, just again, I am here for the safety of everybody, so I just made sure that if this person is coming around, I would block them. You seem like a troll. Like if we're being honest, so not gonna take too much of the bait. I'll take a little bit though. Take that little nibble at it. Oh man, I'm hungry. Like exactly. I mean, Aiden's Crescent. Actually, I just thought about it right now. Did you by any chance do any research on that? I mean, it's okay if you didn't, but just in case. Like, did you? Because there's quite a few people out there who are already talking about this situation, and as soon as I heard it and like confirmed it with, I think with like 2 or 3 people, I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna go along with this. Crazy Russian? See, yeah, I made sure, because very recently, I noticed that, I think it was actually today, I noticed that this account actually, commented on my video, and I was like, wait a minute, this is the guy. So my instinct was we need to just block off the channel, make sure that the comments don't appear on any future videos just by any chance. Should you know, people go into the comment section and look through it and interact, I was just like, I am not going to risk anything. Let's just completely block it off. I'm very surprised that it doesn't go on the other channel and comment on there, but the account's definitely been on here commenting and stuff, and I was like, okay, you know what, just for the safety of everybody, I'm canceling this. Like, I'm just putting this into the thing. So I mean, with all due respect, you know, I understand having fun with it, but like on kind of like a realistic level, you know, you do have to understand, like, I'm kind of like looking out for you guys a bit. I don't want anybody to get hacked or whatnot. So I forgot how many people in total got hacked. I just remember like one confirmed case, because the guy was like, oh yeah, did this thinking it was just, you know, blah blah blah, and next thing you know, he had no access to his Google account, which means he couldn't, like, they changed the password and everything, and they were saying something about the 2FA being a much better way of protecting your account, which I think I have that, but at the same time, I think I currently might be using SMS, but we'll have to see. unfortunately for me, if something like that were to happen, I feel like it would be a bummer because the SMS and everything, that's basically sending a message to your phone, being like, hey, look what happened. Um, it is not linked to my phone. Um, it won't read the card. That must suck. Are you sure you bought the right stuff? I've never really done the NFC stuff before. I think I've seen somebody do a video on it, but I'm not really like too familiar on the subject. I just know people do it. um, oh yeah, but hopefully that starts to work out for you. But man, I'm so tired. If we wait like another hour, okay, this is what I'm thinking. Because again, I'm waiting to take this hot shower. That water was dirty. I had no, like nothing. Like my feet are nasty. Because I was like, I didn't have anything to cover my feet, so we just went barefoot, and next thing you know, there you go. So we'll have to see. Let's see, Crazy Restaurants and other channels, and eventually YouTube fought for the accounts back. Interesting. I didn't even know that. I mean, typically I don't interact too much. I mean, well, then again, our comment section, I mean, it makes sense. When you think about it, I react more to a live chat than I do a actual comment, because nobody comments, but there's a lot of people who do like live chat, so. But yeah, I mean, it's so interesting to see how, I mean, I didn't hear about that one that you said, but this one popping up, again, better to be safe than sorry. Ah, oh, my neck. Should I look up how long it takes a boiler to heat up water? Again, like, I'm dying for like a nice hot shower. Interesting. I'm finding... Hold on. Oh, that's why. I never did that. Okay. We'll get to that later. We're just start doing buildings and whatnot. But... I sure as heck do not know who this Timothy P is. At least I don't remember this name ever popping up before. I'm gonna leave that up to you. If you think this is the best lead at the moment, just any safe course we can take, by all means, please do. Again, we're here for the good boys and girls, so I think I think it's fine. I was gonna say if. Oh, maybe I should have talked about it with the moderators. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe in the morning, because it's kind of late at night for me. But I think in the morning, I'll just leave a note for you moderators if for some reason you're watching. I mean, I know, Carson, you're here and you're a moderator, so so there will be a message for you to go ahead. All right. Hopefully we can get some more people. If we get more people in, then we can have, more moderators and whatnot. But I'll leave a message in the morning. So whenever you get on Discord, there'll just be a little something, just in case, safety. Again, we're trying to get safe Discord, safe YouTube channel. Everything's safe. I don't know why my voice started changing. I need water. Hold on. I got the burpees. I don't know why I said it like that, but that is a good point. I didn't even really I didn't think of it like that. Let's put 14. Let's take 27 out. Because we have a whole block, and I think one block of coal is equal to, like, using a bucket of lava, if I recall. But yeah. We gotta do our best to make sure that, the YouTube channel and everybody else's channels, you know, YouTube, Google, etc., is all safe. So that's our major priority at the moment. Did I say it like that? Safe YouTube channel? I probably did. I feel like my brain is a little like trying to tell me like, hey dude, you're tired, take a rest. But at the same time I'm like, no dude, I want a shower. I want a nice hot shower right now. Because that water was cold. It was like ankle deep, so it wasn't too bad. And I'm just staying in that water the whole like hours, brushing off any debris and whatnot that is going into this sewer drain. And as the water starts to clear up, we look like down into the drain and we notice this thing's like filled with water, and it's like dirty water too. I mean, you couldn't. I had a flashlight and I still couldn't see like where the drain was. I had to literally use my foot to feel like where the drain was and see if it was cleared. It was insane. But that was literally just the whole day. I think the basement situation was just very easy. Like I said, it wasn't really too much water, and then once the streets cleared up and the basement, it just ended up clearing on its own. We have it used to suck before. I'm pretty sure now when people do what's it called? When people start their water boilers, right? Now they have it where it's just all electronic, so you really don't have to do it. But before, if we were to still use like our old boiler, I would have had to light a match, hope that the gas valve was open and whatnot, and then just put it in. So that would suck. Block of coal is equal to 9, which is 54 of 63, and then a bucket of equals to about 100. That is a lot. Maybe I should have just used lava, but Alright, alright. Hey, I mean, overall, that's still not too bad when you think about it. I mean, a block's still getting you about a stack. That's not bad. But we'll have to see. I had a stack when we left, so who knows? I don't. Alright, I'm eating potatoes raw. Well, at least I can go back to baked. Alright, so this is just me trying to get the northern part of the map, because I felt like there was certain spots that I think I would be able to maybe make something. And yes, I'm kind of insane for whoa. That was crazy. Yes, I'm a little insane going all the way north just to build. Then again, I did that to the west. But hey, who knows? One of these days, we're gonna explore, and we're just... Oh my god. All you're gonna see are buildings just scattered. We might have a couple open fields, but I want, like, buildings everywhere. I want to be able to, like, see a building up there, and maybe up there, and one over there. Like, just... It may be spaced out from one another, but I would love to see more and more buildings. I can see my own hair. Did I mention that my hair got messed up through this whole rain? It used to be standing up, and now it's just falling flat. And it was cold out there. I mean, I didn't feel too cold. Maybe because I was used to the water hitting me. But I was able to see my own breath out there. I was like, oh. Like, I was okay, I was like, that guy's not on fire. But I was, like, intentionally just breathing out loud. Just, like, it was, I loved it. Really? That sounds kind of cool. How are you? Well, buddy, how are you? I'm doing fine, just a little tired. Like I said earlier, waiting for the water boiler to heat up some water for us. Get it to, what is it? I think the standard's like 120, 180, 360? I can't remember the exact temperature that it heats the water up. I might actually lower it to, because they have different modes They don't tell you the degrees or anything. It's just you got hot, A, B, C, very hot. So I'm just kind of like, well, I don't know which one's the best. I think I'm gonna keep it at where it's at. Maybe lower it a bit, just because I mean I think it uses gas and all that and stuff. But we're doing pretty great. I think I'm losing my mind. I think quarantine and just being tired is not a good combo. That's a life lesson for you guys. Don't be tired in quarantine and Jesus. And well, I mean, you could be Jesus, but that's a different story. What resource pack? So at the moment, well, texture pack, we're just using the city texture pack. Uh, I think like some of the alternatives I would use, even though I know you probably didn't ask, but right now we're using city pack. But if I had to use another one, oh man, the Fallout one is one of my favorites, just cause I think it's just nostalgic with the music and whatnot. And it feels great. But in terms of like really looks and being like this, Nature Pack and the Plastic are probably my second and third go-to packs. But since I didn't have it on this console and I had it on previous ones, we're kind of stuck with the City Pack, which I'm completely fine with. It looks very nice. It's easy on the eyes. It's not like the Candy Pack or those very vibrant ones that just burn and melt your brain, you know? So as long as it's something like this, the city, nature, even the plastic, I'm completely fine with. Watch it turn out that it's like, no, this resource pack is something else, and it's like, what? Did I not eat that one potato? Did the game... Oh, I guess maybe I'd like go too early. It's like, where's the very north? I feel like, I mean, I could start my map, but I want to hit the wall before I do. Because there's a hammer in it. There is. It's been so long. I've been spoiling myself with, what is this? The city pack. It's probably the only pack I've been using in this world. Honestly, we probably should try something else. Next time, maybe we should go with the plastic. Maybe we should go with, I don't know actually. When you pretended to have mods. I know that's one thing that a lot of people like having in games. I mean, don't get me wrong, like it's fine. I mean, if you like playing mods or with mods, by all means, don't go right ahead. Personally, I don't know. I think the game, I don't know. To me, I don't think I need any any type of mods. Okay, I guess we could use the map because look how far we are. Like, there's no way that if I were to extend this, it would give me the same map that I have already. But anywho, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought so fast. Actually, the World of Jay very recently, he wanted what is it? He wanted a PC so he could go into the GTA roleplay. And I was just like, well, why the heck do you want to do that? And he's like, bro, I've been looking up so many videos and watching people, and he's like, everybody that plays like a police officer just takes it so serious and whatnot. And he's definitely one of those people who likes to cause problems because he sees that as like funny, you know. He's the troll guy, but you know, that's just who he is. So he said he wanted to get a PC just for that, but I was just kind of like, but is it even worth it though? And then, you know, everything going on with the PlayStation 5 right now, and all the news going on, sounds like, honestly, and I've said it before, it sounds like the PS5. PlayStation's going to win this next console war, it seems like. I mean, I know that Microsoft, everybody working on Xbox, says that they're trying to work with doing a streaming service. That way you guys can stream games. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be the same exact thing as PlayStation Now, where you just got to pay some type of fee, either monthly, year, you know, whatever subscription options that they have available. and you'd be able to play games from like the old Xbox all the way to the Xbox One, and well, eventually when they make new games for whatever the new Xbox series is. I don't know if they even has a name yet. I just call it Xbox. But old Xbox the new. So that's all I know. So bad I Hey, I mean, I never played Nintendo that much, if we're gonna be honest. Oh god, when Minecraft came out, or at least on console, it's so dark. I need to turn off the light. When Minecraft came out on console, right? I mean, I played. I'm not gonna lie, I played a little bit of it on the computer because I remember one of my friends. I don't really talk with him anymore. Like we just kind of pass by each other. And we're like, "Hey, bud, how you doing?" Um, but one of my old friends, he used to have, or he knew everything to get to Minecraft before he was even on console. And I remember he would play it, and I would like watch sometimes, and then like something happens, and it'd be like, "Oh, here you go, and then take over and whatnot." But that's probably the only, if we're gonna be honest, probably the only time I played it on a mouse and keyboard or just a computer in general. But other than that, I probably put we're sleeping in the same bed. I probably put a couple hours into Minecraft. And eventually ended up getting it on PlayStation 3. And then, well, I played Minecraft on the PlayStation 3 whenever I could. And then, well, here we are. We're on the PlayStation 4, and I'm playing it on the PlayStation 4. Uh, yeah, that's it. I think those are the only times I really play Minecraft. I never really did Minecraft too much. I mean, I used to play a ton of it, but then I'd make a bunch of worlds, and I'm like, I hate these worlds. Like, I bet you, okay, I bet you if we went into Minecraft, the save data and whatnot that is on my 360, it's probably just gonna be a lot of dumb little worlds that, like, as soon as we beat the dragon, it's like, all right, we're done, next world, you know. But wasn't that how it was back then? Like, you couldn't, there was no way of reviving the dragon. At least that's how I remember it. But man, Minecraft back then was very different. In fact, I actually remember, and I mean, of course, and I say of course because I know for a fact nobody who's watching or anybody who watches will know who Alex is, but Alex was the one who helped start up this channel, and she was like, I remember I bought this capture card, and it didn't really work out too well because at the time my computer started dying out, being like really slow and whatnot, and better you learn parts and see why it's cheapest stuff. Yeah, honestly, he would like one, but he's not really gonna do it. Like realistically speaking, he's not gonna get the like any type of PC. He's gonna end up getting a PlayStation 5 if anything. I mean, at some point, I think because you're saying right now, learn yourself. I might later on in the future, but kind of as of right now, I kind of like just focus. I don't know. I guess kind of just playing the game as is. That's always kind of how I've done it. I mean, sometimes it's been cool, and I wanted to get into, learning about how the games work and what different parts are and what do they do. But sometimes I just feel like that just isn't me. Like I just kind of just enjoy doing what I do. Like I could go on Minecraft and be like, wow, look, we're building. Simple as that, right? Or like when I play Smash, what the hell? When I play Smash, everybody talks about, oh, if you want to be the best player, you have to learn how to just be technical and this and that. At this point, I'm, learning about frame rate and all that stuff, or your hitbox range and so much stuff. I'm just kind of like, just learn how to fight. That's just me. It's just like, all right, well, if they do something like this, just strategies more than just, oh, they're gonna have a hitbox and this and that. I don't know. That's just always been the person that I am. I mean, maybe I should get into it more, just that way I could be a much better player and know how to do stuff. But, we'll get to that another year. But as of right now, I like to take it very easy. That's the person that I am. I take it easy, unless we're playing Fortnite. Then I end up trying to go hard. But that's probably a story for another day. Yep, exactly that. At least I know I am. I'm not really the tech geek person, even though so many people are like, constantly telling me, "Oh, you're a computer person. Why don't you get a job at computers and stuff?" And yeah, don't get me wrong. I think computers and stuff are fine. It's pretty much just, hey, let's just use this program. But for the most part, I've never really been too much of a geek. Like, I'd rather be like at most like a pilot or something, right? Or just simply be like a drone operator. You know, doing some easy stuff. I've never really been too much in tech. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think once I end up getting, hopefully when all this passes by, we get into the green phase here in Illinois. I don't know how, some states are opening up. Um, if we can get that over here in Illinois and, um, you know, get the career that I was trying to get, I still will end up learning how like some tech and things work, but I won't know like, for example, like everything of a computer or everything that makes a drone work. Like, I'll just know how to fly it, maybe make some repairs, do some electronic stuff, and that's about it. So that's my life. I don't know. I've just, again, I like technology and whatnot, but I've never been the huge tech guy. At least I don't think so. I'm more of an amiibo guy. I want more amiibos. I've always wanted more. Uh, you know, every character in Smash. I always said, like, if I could get all of them, I would love to. But then it's kind of like a hobby at this point. It's like I love training amiibos. Sometime in the future, I mean, again, if we ever get some capture card and computer that can run it, um, again, I'd love to be able to open up like a Nintendo, um, like something, some type of like arena where see if you guys can do like the raid boss thing that like Choctopus does. I think it's Choctopus. He does it, and I think there's like another person that does it as well. I like that content, so hopefully you guys will also. How did it only get 16? I feel like we've been playing for so long. Ooh, excuse me. How long have we been playing? It's at 1:40 a.m. We've been at this for 47 minutes. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, I forgot to look. Oh, man. I think we have, for Fortnite at least, I just thought about this right now. I think we only have a couple weeks left. Let me look it up really quick. Wait, June? Wait, we're in May, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I over-exaggerated for a second. Like, wait a minute, June? No, that's not too bad. That's literally 2 weeks. So, I usually do this, but of course it's like so far apart. I think we might do... I don't know what I'll do. I think you can do a phrase, and then we'll try to figure out if we can do a playlist of the beginning of a season and the ending of a season, and see what our thoughts and opinions are from the beginning to the end. That'd be awesome, I think. Those are two big jumps, two big leaps. But hey, hopefully it turns out well for you, man. Um, it's so weird. I'm just saying. It always seems to be weird that like random people, like, I feel like, who was it? Other than like Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm trying to think of like another example. But I swear, there's always like those people who, oh my gosh, the movie was supposed to come out next month. Okay, I'm sorry, I got sideswiped. uh, but I feel like there's always those people who just randomly make a game, kind of like what Five Nights at Freddy's, and it becomes this trend. Everybody gets on it, and then hopefully, if it's popular enough, it'll become something. And if we're gonna be honest, my opinion, I think Five Nights at Freddy's is kind of overrated. It's literally just a jump scare kind of game. Obviously it's strategy, but it's definitely a jump scare kind of game. Can we just make another one of those and call it a day? It also seems like freaking everybody's doing the battle royale genre, which nothing is wrong with that. I mean, I enjoy my fair share of battle royale, but it seems like everybody does battle royale, so we'll have to see where that goes. But I guess we could keep this up. Man, I want another. Yeah, I was gonna say, do I want another Fallout game? I do. Fallout is just one of those games that, uh, even though you may be doing the same things over and over and can be repetitive, I always felt like it was something that just personally I just really enjoyed. You know, like I've played Fallout 4 so much and uh, did like, you gotta help the settlement over here, help the settlement over here, and I never got that last trophy, and I don't know if we'll end up continuing Fallout 4. I don't know if you guys would like those videos, if we're gonna be honest. Um, but if you do, by all means, leave it in my suggestion box in Discord. Link is down below. Uh, but yeah, man. I mean, I just wish there was more things we can offer. Actually, um, I want to know how many gigabytes is Elder Scrolls Online, because I'm gonna just go blue screen here really quick, because there's a couple games on here that don't take up too much. Oh, you know what? We haven't played Rec Room in a while. Wow. Okay, this is just me thinking about it. Like, I just went through the stuff and I was like, wait a minute, Rec Room. We will definitely have to go back into Rec Room. Where did I put my motion controls? There and there. Okay, I think that's what we'll do. If we actually, hopefully, I should say, if we go to sleep, rest, wake up by 5, which is 4 hours, or 3 something, 3:15? 3, 1, that's 5, and add the 5 to the 5, that'd be 10. Okay, yeah, so 3:15, so get your timers ready. That's usually when I wake up. So around that time, we'll definitely have to, be it. Yeah. I mean, if people really liked it, by all means, I guess that's great. I mean, again, it's not bad. Personally, I just don't really like that type of gameplay. I just think it's kind of boring just to sit there, look at computers and all the little cameras. Oh, the person's here. Okay, close the door. I don't know. I just never really enjoyed it. I never really did. But on the other hand, yeah, if Sega would make another Alien Isolation game, that would be fantastic because I loved everything about that. I think that's just more my horror style gameplay. Is, you know, a game like Alien Isolation or Outlast, right? Like those kind of games I really enjoy. Um, I feel like we might have played Outlast already on the channel. I don't know if we finished Outlast 2. I know we played a bit of it, but I don't think we finished it. That would be awesome to go ahead and stream as well. Somebody's gonna have to do some research and look up, like, if I ever played Outlast. If I have, then alright, we probably won't do it. But if you want me to, I'll play it again. The Outlast was definitely one of my favorite games to play in terms of horror. I don't know. I think what's best is a game where you're defenseless. I think that's what makes horror games good. But at the same time, you also want to be like moving around in the environment, in my opinion. I mean, I understand that Five Nights at Freddy's, it's not just, oh, well, you're sitting there and doing this and blah, blah. You're kind of also like figuring out little secrets and the little lore that's going on, but that's a lot of work. Is it confirmed? This is just my question. Oh, okay. I thought the stream like got cut off or something, but no, we're doing good. I just want to know if it's confirmed whether or not there actually is going to be a said Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Because I wouldn't mind watching the movie. I just want to know if it's actually happening. It's kind of the same thing with the Sly Cooper games. They're supposed to have it, but they don't. No problem, buddy. You go ahead, you sleep, you have an easy night, and you have a good one. But Evil Within, actually, I have not played that game in a while. I actually remember renting the game for a bit. Because I think there's two games now, and I rented the first one. When the first one was kind of out and was the thing, that was the one that I played, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. Um, Never finished it though, but I do remember it being at least like a good game, or at least okay on whatever the heck I was on. um, I really don't have too much memories other than maybe the beginning. Uh, I remember something about like you would have a gun, and there was like it seemed like you were teleported to like another world. Uh, Honestly, horror games in general should just be this 3D adventure game. Like, if we're gonna be honest, I like what Resident Evil did, making this a first-person sort of haunted house simulator, but it was good. Actually, we should get more of that. Why aren't people making more of this, like, haunted house simulator, pretty much? I like the idea that it's like, you gotta defend yourself, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, but it's like, if you're not doing all that, then kind of what's the point, I don't know. Again, I'm not too much a Five Nights at Freddy's guy. I at least enjoy the characters' designs, though. Like, I kind of like, my favorite one, if I had to pick, would probably be the little bunny rabbit dude. The bunny. No, Bonnie. There you go. I was like, bunny. But that would probably be it at most. Ouch. Ooh. Like a Borderlands movie. Oh, actually, I did hear about that. Potentially being a Borderlands movie. Not bad. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Borderlands movie if we're gonna be completely honest. Like, hey, there's potential there. I could see, if done well, there'll be good comedy mixed in with some decent action. Um, that's probably about it. Like, if we're gonna be honest, like, there's not too much, but what the heck did I just touch? Something poked me. All right. But yeah. I'm hoping that the. I hope, in general, that this Borderlands situation. My tablet just does not know how to charge. It just keeps going off. But the whole thing with like Borderlands and whatnot, sorry. I hope turns out really well. I just don't want it to be like, oh, we're making a movie. They did really well with Sonic. For the longest time, it was all about like, oh man, there's no such thing as a good, what's it called? There's no such thing as a good video game movie. Like, they tried with Mortal Kombat, and it was like, oh man, this movie sucked. Like, it didn't go anywhere. It was horrible and whatnot. Then you had the Mario Brothers, right? I think maybe too many people complained about it, but even then, overall. um, See, now I'm starting to get a question for myself, at least. I have a question. What would you even do, realistically, with a Mario Brothers movie? I feel like you, like, I don't know if like, I feel like in a way you can't do what like the Sonic movie did, just because Mario, Luigi, they're like these iconic characters that I feel like they would just be out of place, realistically speaking, if they did something other than what they do in the games. Like, if we're gonna be honest, excuse me. Like, if we're gonna be honest, I think some, not all of them, but certain video game characters shouldn't, or rather couldn't, become like a good, successful movie. With Detective Pikachu, it seemed like everything was actually going pretty darn well. And by all means, it wasn't a bad movie. I thought it was, it was okay. It wasn't, it wasn't trash. um, but then the Sonic movie comes out, and I think it's a whole lot better. And I think a lot of people actually thought it was a whole lot better um, than the what you call it. Oh, I just realized I didn't put this because there's supposed to be two doors here that are. There you go. So it's supposed to be like that. Slightly comes out. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought. But in my opinion, I think the Sonic movie did a whole lot better than what the Detective Pikachu movie did. And I get the idea, that they're like, oh well, uh, we'll have it be. And everybody I still don't know. I mean, I think maybe because they thought it'd be more funny and stuff, but they wanted Danny DeVito to be the voice of Pikachu instead of Ryan Reynolds. Again, I just think they did that just because they thought it'd be funnier or something like that, like meme worthy, I guess. I'm not really 100% sure. But I actually really thought that Ryan Reynolds did a very good job at being Pikachu, and the comedy and everything. Like the script was really great. The minds behind it all was really good. Um, and I feel like, and I was thinking about it, like if they actually did Danny DeVito, like at most, for one, you would probably have to say Danny DeVito is like a grandpa. Like, come on, Danny DeVito at his age, he's old. Like, I'm not bashing on the guy. He's actually a really good actor. He's hilarious. He does amazing. Like when he's in a role, he's like committed. He knows what he needs to do. He's like, okay, I'm ready. Uh, but by all means, I think Danny DeVito would have probably not suited the movie the way it was intended. I mean, again, nothing wrong with it. It's not like he couldn't, but it's just more people wanting to hear Danny DeVito be Pikachu instead of hearing just a regular Pika, very high pitched uh, audio from Pikachu. So, yeah, that's that's real life for you, ladies and gentlemen. Um, you know, Above all things, not only am I a YouTuber, I feel like I'm a good critic. um, although, with that being said, that's probably me tooting my own horn. Because at the same time, I feel like there may be some biasness, but again, at the same time, I feel like as a, you know, person, am a pretty good critic. I typically like to criticize movies in terms of how the journey and everything in said movie makes one feel. You know, 1917 was such an amazing film, and a lot of people might say that it's a good film because of its cinematography. Which, don't get me wrong, it's so amazing how it was tons and tons of just one shot, right? Like at most they had to cut uh, maybe a couple things, but other than that, you know, I think I did this wrong. I did. But like other than that, they probably cut like a little bit, just to take a break, right? Like that movie was insanely done, and when you watch the final product, it's like, like what the hell did I get myself in, And it's the adventure and everything. It's so good. It's like real enough for you to enjoy. Um, and it is a true story. In the end, they go, they say thank you to the person who actually told them the events and whatnot. But it's just, again, it's just a very good film, And I feel like there's a lot of movies that I really enjoy and think are really good, and everybody again has their opinions. Some people may like movies more than others. The Joker movie, I think it's a good movie, but by all means, it's not a perfect 5 out of 5. you know, uh, Everybody likes to think that it is, but realistically, it's not like the perfect movie. Um, and I'm not gonna like bash on the movie just because of that, like I honestly genuinely believe that, you know, the movie, like the Joker, it's good. Joaquin Phoenix did an amazing job, but you know, why would I say it's like amazing? Like, sure, it's memeable. Maybe that's why people are just, oh, it's so amazing, But like, I'm not in it just to be like, oh yeah, this could so be a meme. Like, I'm not in it just to be like, oh man, this would be so hilarious or something like that. Like, don't get like, the Joker was something different, and a lot of people were kind of using it like, oh, mental health and stuff, and it was just like, I guess, like, let me see, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you know, uh, personally speaking, I don't think I really liked 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So the next one's gonna be 4. Okay. Personally, I didn't really like that. Um, that just simply saying it focuses on like mental health and whatnot. Which, don't get me wrong, it does give a reason for the Joker being the way that he is. Um, but that's it. It's just a story to give a reason to the Joker. A more realistic version, I guess, because we know that he is meant to be um, this person who goes into a vast of, is it vast? Vat. I don't know. But he goes into a thing of chemicals, and that is what creates the Joker persona. It kind of goes into his brain, changes his skin, his hair, um, and that's it. And this one, it's more like, oh, what if somebody with uh, mental disability, I guess, or mental illness, it just tries, I guess, to fit in, but like, huh? You know what I mean? Again, there's nothing wrong with like the Joker movie, but I just think a lot of people overhyped it or overrating this movie. Like, it did win an award, but like, does it really deserve it? Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know. I just feel like the fans. I don't know, something about it. Like, it's not, again, it's not the best movie ever, but here we are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, let's do 16 slabs. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, oh, I can't do that many slabs. Oh, crud. You know, this kind of is what it is, if we're gonna be honest. Oh, you know what? I made sand earlier. If we can get some stone out of that, that'd be perfect. Okay. Not you. Put a bow? I could put a bow as fuel. But why does an iron pickaxe... Let's use an iron axe, see what happens. I'm a little curious. Does it just turn into charcoal? Or does it turn back into iron? I doubt it'll turn back into iron. I'm assuming it's gonna be charcoal. Oh, you get an iron nugget back. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Just so we all know, I never put a tool to burn before. Ooh. Alright, now we just kind of sit here and wait. I feel it's been like 2 hours since I turned on this boiler. I think we are pretty much good to go in terms of the heating, I believe. That's just really my main focus right now. I'm only gonna get about 2 hours of sleep, if we're gonna be honest, maybe 3. Heck, if not any. we'll have to see where things go, because I definitely need a shower. You know, anything could have gotten on me from, being in dirt water. There's lots of germs and stuff that's on the streets. So quite literally anything could be on me, and I want to go ahead and try to pretty much just rinse it off at most. Then again, I need a full-on shower at this point. Man. I mean, I was sleeping. I mean, dang. 2 a.m. Well, I guess, isn't it? It's 2 a.m. for you? I'm trying to remember everybody's time zones. It's so hard. I think it's 2 a.m. for you as well, right? I'm just tired. I want to sleep, but I really need to shower. I would like to test it. Just go right into the shower and see if the hot water's running, but then it'd probably just be so random that that is just like, what is this awkward silence? Should we do like a test? Be like, how far can we go? Right, the restroom's not even that far. It's like, okay, how do I explain this? Okay, this is meters, right? So if I go, this is my door, and I go out a meter, that would be there. Hold on. And then we go a meter. Let's say 2 meters. It's like this. So these blocks are a meter, right? A meter this way, 2 this way, and then you'd go 1 in, and boom, that's my bathroom. That is literally how it is to get there. Seeing how it is 2:04 though, I'm very tempted of just simply ending it here. It's what I might do. So yeah, so later today, if you guys have not joined our Discord yet, please do. Link for that is down below in the description of this video. But I'm thinking about either doing Fortnite, focusing a little bit on Battle Royale, and showing you guys that I suck at this game. Or at least in Fortnite. Or we go ahead and we try to use VR again and get into Rec Room. Rec Room used to be one of those games that I really liked playing a lot. But we'll have to see where it goes. The thing is, with Rec Room, since it is a VR game, we have sort of a disadvantage. It's harder to keep track of what you guys are commenting, if you guys are commenting, and so on. I am hoping that sometime in the future we can try to get some type of screen recorder. I feel like if there's some way we can screen record our entire MacBook and do a tier list, if possible, we'll go ahead and we'll do that. But I want to do a tier list for Smash Bros. You guys might not like my voice, but I do definitely want to go ahead and sort of create that. So I'm probably just going to get on my MacBook right now. And this is an old refurbished one, so it's not really up to date, but we'll see where it goes in terms of letting us do a tier list. With that said, I'm gonna end here. So if you guys watched all the way till the end, thank you so much for coming in and watching. I've been Neo Zaben. I am tired, and there is a lot of truthiness. It's a weird way. I'm gonna shower. Just gonna do a little bit of research on my MacBook to see if it's possible to, screen record and try to edit up a video for you guys to be able to go ahead and pretty much give you guys a tier list and pretty much call it a day. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you watched, please give me a like and a subscribe. Every subscription makes us one step closer into being a featured content creator. And not only that, once we get to 100 subscribers, we will be doing a Q&A. We will be having a Discord section available for you guys to go ahead and join, ask questions, and do whatever. So again, later today, for those who are gonna attend in like the next 3-4 hours for the next stream, that is either going to be Fortnite or it is going to be on Rec Room. I'm thinking Fortnite just because I don't really feel like going VR. But at the same time, we haven't done VR in a while, and I think that'd be the best. Again, check out the other channel, The Zabin Project. That is Zabin Project. Pretty simple, self-explanatory, and if you can't find it for some reason, there is always our, get this, about featured channel section on, well, our channel. Check it out. You can check out Alex's account on there as well. She is Limitless AMD. I don't know if she's still uploading content, most likely not, but if you want to support her, I guess, or get in contact with her, that's probably the best way to do that. Lastly, again, I actually didn't even say this, but Discord, the link is actually down below, so if you want to join and get in contact and, you know, tell me, hey, you know, play this game, by all means, do that through our Discord app down below. And we have our Cash App donation as we go blue screen here. Cash App donations link is also down below. That way you guys can donate how much you want whenever you want. I know you barely got your purple grapes, but I'll see you next time. Ames Cressets, he's asleep. I'll see him next time. I'm looking at Mega Man. I'll see you right now. But as always, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who is here, please stay healthy.